Hey guys, Jesse Wright here with YouCouldBe.com, and in today's video we're going to talk about how to get a Section 8 tenant and how to do it fast. Okay, so stay tuned. Alright guys, so if you've been watching my channel for a while, you probably know that I really like Section 8. There are a couple reasons for this. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it, but just for those that have not watched my channel, the main thing is, one, consistent rent. Okay, Section 8 is going to direct deposit into my account every single month for every single house that I have rented out on the Section 8 program. It makes collecting rent easy because I don't have to do anything. It makes property management less difficult. I don't have to have a property manager. Even though I have quite a few properties, it makes it easy to handle all of that. All I need to take care of are the maintenance calls. The second reason is I can actually make more money. I can charge more than the median rent easily. I'm going to show you in a few minutes a house that I just signed a lease on with a Section 8 tenant for $995 a month in an area where the median rent is $850 to $900 a month, maybe even a little less. And with Section 8, that's okay. They typically do pay more than what you would expect a cash tenant to pay. And Section 8 tenants tend to be long-term tenants. You should expect 3 to 6 years out of each of your tenants, if not more. So you're saving money because every year you're not having to go in, paint, fix flooring, things like that. You're not having to change out carpets if you do carpets. You save a lot of money just by having that tenant in place for a long time. Now, Section 8 is, of course, going to do an inspection every year or two, and if there's anything major that needs fixed, they're going to make you fix it. You should do that anyway, so that's not a problem. All right, so moving on. I've talked enough about that. Let me tell you how to get Section 8 tenants fast. There are two main things that you want to do. Okay, the first one is use a company called Go Section 8. It's gosection8.com, and you want to use the paid version, and I'll show you why. There is a free version. There's also a version that I pay for. It's $79 a month. Well worth it if you have multiple properties. Even if you don't have multiple properties, just pay for it for a month, and then cancel your subscription afterwards. So I'm in the dashboard right now. I only have one active listing. This is a newer account. And when I click on my active listings, I'll just show you this house. This is one that I just put up Monday, just finished the rehab. I'm actually, as soon as I get this house tenanted completely, I'm going to sell it as a turnkey rental. But right now, let's just take a look. I'm going to preview it for you guys just so you can see. Real basic, rent was $995 a month. A few pictures up here. Has my phone number down here. Just a basic listing. Okay, now when you list with Go Section 8, it's also going to put it up there on Zillow and a couple other websites as well. And so that helps you. My property is not only getting viewed on gosection8.com, it's also getting viewed on Zillow. We're going to go back to our dashboard because I want to show you something really important. If for whatever reason you have a hard time getting tenants to call you or potential tenants to call you, you can actually call them. This is all the prospects that are interested in renting in my area that have vouchers. So you can see the rent that they're searching for. Right now they're searching for houses that are $1,000 a month. You can see how long ago they were online. I can either email them or I can call them. Okay. So if I really had to, I could either do it or I could pay somebody to do it. I could go down this list and have every single person on this list called and texted, and I could get a tenant pretty quickly that way. I did not have to do that with this property, but it was, it's good to be able to do that. All right. So that's another tool that you have. In addition to just using gosection8.com, you can actually cold call these prospects. Something else you want to do is you want to go ahead and make a flyer and take it down to the housing authority. Okay, they're either going to have a book or a bulletin board, something like that, where you can list your properties at the office. So when people go in, they get their voucher, or they renew their voucher, or they say they want to move, there's a way for them to immediately look for a property that's available, that's already good with Section 8. So they'll look at that book, look at that bulletin board. I usually bring a couple though. I put one on the bulletin board, and then I give a few to the people in the office, and I make friends with the people in the office. Get to know the people that are there as soon as you walk through the door. Okay, those are the people that every single person is going to meet. So if you're good with that person, you give them a flyer, maybe they'll recommend your property to whoever is looking for a Section 8 property. All right, and the last thing, the most important thing, and the most controversial way that you can get a Section 8 tenant fast is something that I would never do with a cash paying tenant, but I will absolutely do it with a Section 8 tenant. I've used it, experimented with it a lot this year, and it has worked every single time. It will help you get tenants much faster, okay? And that is charging zero deposit. Again, I would never do that with a cash paying tenant, because if they can't afford a deposit, how are they going to afford to pay the monthly rent? But with Section 8, that problem is eliminated. Section 8 is paying the monthly rent. Even if they're only paying 70 or 80% of it, the amount that is left over is still so minor that your Section 8 tenant should be able to afford their monthly portion of the rent. So I've used this. I used this on this last house. Again, I put it up for zero deposit. I made sure that was very noticeable on the ad. I wanted them to know. I mean, I'll go back to it real quick just so you guys can see. It says it right in the description. It's the very first thing I say. If you look at the ad, right here at the very bottom, zero deposit, big capital letters. And then I go back in and I say everything else about the house. So I got a ton of calls right away. I listed the property Monday evening. I got it rented out Wednesday around noon. And I still have people that I have not called back, a ton of people that haven't called back. It was just super easy to do it that way. And look, I'm renting it out for $9.95 a month. So anyway, that will help you guys out a lot. If you guys are interested, by the way, in turnkey property, this is a property that I am selling turnkey, and I sell quite a few of them. You can see the stuff that I sell on my Facebook group. It's Rental Property Investors. That's the title of the group. I'll post a link in the description below. And also, if you have any questions for me, it's not just a place for me to sell my rental properties. It's also a place for you guys to network with other investors, learn, ask questions. So definitely join that group. I hope this video is helpful for you, and I will see you guys in the next one.